Now's as good a time as any. We're gonna go back to that one.
Hi there, it's Dave again. Do you know your password for your email?
Right. No green screen. Alright, OpenHours, welcome back. Nick here. Live for about 30 seconds. I should have already got it up to Facebook. I'm just talking to the internet. Let's take a look at this HP here. We're gonna see if we can get it running any quicker than it wants to run now. Steps taken already. We tried to run some tools on it to clean it up. That didn't really do much. We brought it over here and put it in the toaster as an external. Malwarebytes and Defender found nothing. So we're going to put it back into...
All you do is set this up here. Your printer, would it be alright if I brought that out like Monday sometime?
Back into the laptop.
I think so, given the solution I made.
And see if we can get it moving anymore than it wants to move currently.
Yeah, it's a mix that I looked up on the internet. There's something that tells you how to make a solution. It's actually clean. It shows you how to do it and everything, right? Good. So now I'm going to wait for it to kind of settle up and get a little bit more moisture in there, and then once that grabs hold of that, I'm going to flush it again. Eventually,
just diagnosing which way. I think this, yeah, that goes that way. Alright. Let's get this mounted on. Not a whole lot of time today either.
Yeah, it's actually,
holy rip.
And the bottom one's the one you're supposed to, with this, you know, with like a syringe type of deal. You put it into there. It's supposed to come out the top. Yours hasn't made it there.
We're cleaning the print head on a printer, like manually, and it's being real difficult.
Yeah, I gotta clean it a little bit more.
Gotta soak.
Figure it out, make sure that you don't need to get a head or anything for it. But I got the rest of it done here. I'm gonna put this in here and then I'll be off. Alright? You're welcome. Take it.
Uh-oh. Excuse me, does he want this today, Dave?
What's that?
Our friend?
I'd like to get it today.
Our friend?
Yeah. He's up there working. We're just getting a call and done.
Me or you?
I don't think he was particular.
Alright.
Just put him happy we're still good.
That's alright. Alright. I'm just going to give you the mic next time. It picked up every word of your phone call, man. It's super loud. That's okay, though. Alright. Got the hard drive back in its mount. Put this back in. So, can we access the RAM on the bottom side of these? No. And that's a pretty dumb feature that they changed. Here, I'll show you a later revision of this same body style. They did change it to, they will give you a door where you could access the RAM at it. The RAM and the Wi-Fi card actually moved. You've got your RAM laid out. Like this in here. Actually, I think it's that way, and then the other one is this way. And then your Wi-Fi card would be over in this area here, under that door. Completely different on the machine we're working on now. But we are going to have to pull out the RAM to see if that is a factor in the slowness. It could be all malware related, virus. I'm not saying it's not, it could be, but this hasn't been confirmed yet. I'm going to try something a little quicker, a little easier first. Quicker? I don't know, maybe. Depending how difficult this board is to get out of here. The older the laptop you're working on too, especially older ones, be careful when you're peeling this clear tape back for like the display connector. If it's one of the slide-in ones like this, they will you can rip that socket. I've ripped that right off of the board before. On more than one occasion, probably about 3 times. One time I had to replace the whole board. The second and third times I was able to resolder the socket back on. None of the traces has been ripped. It had just come off of there. We've got one more screw, 2 screws. Do you remember, Dave, when motherboards and laptops would have like 10 screws holding them down? Like those old the IBMs with like Pentium 1 and Pentium 2s in? Yeah.
Lots of equipment there to hold them down.
Yeah, they would have quite a bit. Oh, whoa, what do we got here? Now that am I missing a screw? No. Oh, I'm missing a ribbon cable here. Alright, let's see. Can we get this out of here now? It will. It does lift up. What do we got? DC power or DC jack. Wow. Let's try and get a peek at that and see what's holding that in there exactly. Is it locked on? No, it's just a slide in, like normal. It's tough. Okay, so there is your cooling solution on this particular model. So I wouldn't say it's an older model, maybe like 1 generation older, but yeah, it's literally a piece of aluminum, and they don't even have the fins open. The fins have a piece of black foam over them to, I don't know why, to look cool through the vents in the side. Not a cooling solution that I would trust for a computer. I don't care how ultralight the processor is, it's going to generate some heat. And you're limited to 1 slot of RAM. So we're going to go ahead, set this aside, and temporarily reassemble this and see if we can get boy, do I feel dumb. What did I do with my RAM? Huh. Oh, it's right in front of me. If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
Yeah, it hurt there.
Oh my. Alright, so I have the other half of my kit for my Dell, because I have a partially cut corner laptop. It at least has proper cooling. It does have 1 RAM slot, but it will read 16 gigs of RAM in that slot. I don't know if this one's going to read an 8 gig stick, because I have a 16 gig kit. 2 8 gig sticks, but we'll try it. It is DDR3. Let's see what came out of it. Low voltage, 1113B4. I don't have my timings listed. Should be compatible unless this slot cannot read the 8 gigs. This RAM is known good. It's the second time it's been out of the package, so we'll test it and find out. What's up, man? Did you get it? Not working?
No, it's working. I was setting it up on this one.
No. It's alright. Actually, let's do it backwards to that. I don't know. I just don't buy that that's a good cooling solution. Alright. Oh, the elementary school's calling with an automated message.
Hello, we have sent report cards home with our students today. Please be sure to check their backpacks. Thank you, and have a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
To repeat, first down.
Alright, they've sent report cards home with the students. Sorry, people sending a text here. And then we'll get back to busyness. Alright. Now, being that we're only testing this thing, we're not going to full assemble it. There are no essential screws for grounding. So we're just going to Frankenstein this thing back together with the bare minimum. We're going to leave the Wi-Fi card out. We can see that our Wi-Fi antenna is not going to connect any 2 points on the board and short it out. It's setting out of the way. We have our daughter board connected by ribbon cable in. So let's just go ahead and throw. Boy, I don't know if I want to do it that way or the other way. What do we do here? Well, before we put that on and make a decision there, let's go ahead and mount the hard drive in here. Alright, that's in. I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and put the top case on quick. Don't mean we gotta snap it in, make it final. What is this? Just the DC jack? Yes. Okay. Will RAM make it act normal? I don't know. Can it? Yes, it can. However, I don't think that's the case with this, and I think we're dealing with partially bad hard drive, partial infection that basic tools are not going to clean up, but we'll find out. When you have a combination of hardware and software, that's when stuff can tend to drive you a little nuts. And contrary to some people that I've met, popular belief that they have, if you do have some kind of diagnostic software that you plug in, whether it be USB or a live CD you're running or something, that software can tell you that your hardware is fine and it not be. Case in point, I had a little 14-inch 2 gig 2 terabyte hard drive, and it was fine. 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 It was f HP laptop, kind of like this, but the 14-inch version, it wasn't black, it was gray. And you would turn it on and run the diagnostics and it would pass. And if that thing was on for more than a few minutes, if you would reboot or try to power down completely, shut down and then turn it back on, it wouldn't even boot up. It had a bad AMD chipset in it. But if you let it cool down and turn it on again, it would start back up. So yeah, don't know. Don't. Look at
Done?
what? Look at this guy.
God damn. I don't want to go home.
Whine.
No, we meant next Friday.
Uh-huh. You guys around doing nothing.
I never sat down, man. Are you kidding me? Only when I'm out driving in my car,
Yeah.
taking dinner to people, do I sit down.
What are you up to, dog?
No.
Done already?
Yeah.
Check the. Fuck. I'm in the process. Run. If it didn't already, we'll run it quick and then I'll set a restore point. You got like less than 2 minutes here and it'll be done. We'll fire this through. You said you're gonna go ahead and put an account on here and email that. All right, don't break it because we don't cover stuff if you're gonna break it.
Does it need an antivirus put back in? It has one still.
Hey,
We use Defenders actually with Windows.
yeah, Windows Defender. I like it.
Okay.
It does fairly good. It does. I mean, one thing you don't want to do is.
Orange, you pay a lot more for normal.
Yeah, Defender will it will shut down if another antivirus is installed, portions of it. But between the combination of Windows Defender and Malwarebytes, that's a fairly good combination. If you want to go a little bit further, you could pay for like a Kaspersky Labs or Kaspersky. They make a fairly good one. It hasn't. I mean, I've never had problems with it, but I'm not saying that it doesn't have problems. I just never have had any. I think it was, I forget who had problems with Kaspersky before.
Hey, you can fix phone screens, can't you?
Somewhat, yes.
Can you fix the iPhone one?
Which one?
7.
7?
7 plus.
Yeah, I was hoping you weren't going to say 10 or iPhone X.
Yeah.
People, you know what? People are really shocked when they call here to ask about getting that screen repaired because other people are like, oh yeah, I dropped my iPhone, broke the screen, and I got it fixed for 80 bucks at the mall or whatever. And then they call the mall, and the mall can't do those for 80 bucks, I think, partly because the displays for them cost between $300 and $400.
It was like 150.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this.
iPhone 7 Plus. Yeah, see, that's still relatively new in the big scheme of things. You have the 7 Plus, so it's the bigger model.
Yeah.
Let me look up for you. I'll look a price up quick on what we'll charge to do that one. What color is it? Is it white or black?
Black.
Like the screen on the front?
I guess it's black. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't have white across the top and bottom.
no, it's just all black, yeah.
It'll be a little over 100 to fix that. Probably right about. Anywhere from like 1 to maybe 115.
Okay.
They sell, why I say maybe like different prices, they sell different grade screens.
Yeah.
The real major difference, you get basically the same warranty with them. Where the difference is the quality control testing, the different grades. If you pay for the highest grade screen, it's going to be tested 3 times and then 2 times in Hong Kong. Then when it gets here to stateside, there's a double quality controlled, like a triple and a double quality control check on it, like 1-to-1 parts, and then the lower grades will be checked over there. But when they come stateside, if they send over 100 screens, they'll pull out like 10 and test 10 at random.
Yeah.
Whereas the higher grade ones, 1 for 1. Every screen is tested there is tested here. So that's the basic difference. You know, with paying for the higher grade, that it was tested there, and then when it got to the United States, it was retested to make sure it was still functioning. Set a restore point for this guy and get him out of here. Let's find out. Go here.
Oh, that's the fastest $500 we made all week.
I know.
For what?
It took $200.34.
I'll bring this down.
Like that. Look at this thing. Kicking off over my goddamn cheese. Got some bitch sitting over there, take down the grandbaby. Fucking cheese on his goddamn shirt. I had cheese all over my freaking hands, man. It was just a giant cheese mess.
How much that was? See what?
$200.34.
Alright. Let's do you wanna throw Malwarebytes on this quick?
Yeah. Definitely. There's a program that's gonna put on it called Malwarebytes. And she can run that probably once a week or once a month. Whichever she prefers.
How often is she on it?
Every day.
Once a week's good.
It actually might not be a bad idea to buy the they have a free version and then a premium one.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be bad to buy the premium version.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we did that drive. She's gonna love it.
Now, I'm putting the free, just for now, I'm putting the free version of Malwarebytes on there.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna say that in the next 2 weeks, the next 14 days, that oh, your trial's about to expire. Upgrade now to keep real-time protection or whatever. Paying no attention to it. It's not an essential part of the program. It's a nice feature.
Okay.
But your Windows Defender has real-time protection also, and it's not going to expire. It's forever there. Let's run, get this installed. And she does have internet, correct?
Yeah.
All right. If she's having any issues or gets like some kind of pop-up, like, you know how some they have that porn pop-up that it's talking, saying that you're being turned in and blah blah blah, and it locks up your browser. If she runs into any trouble like that, or the browser lock up, anything, she can call us down here, and we're going to tell her to open up the one program on here. It's basically remote support, so we can, but we have it set up that we can't just get into it. She has to call us, and then we tell her what to do. And it takes both sides to form the handshake or the bridge or whatever, however you want to look at it. No, let's fire up Defender, just because it's good to have it sometimes.
Oh
Come on.
What the hell was the guitar from? You didn't do nothing yet.
Huh?
You haven't done nothing
You
yet.
fucking kidding me?
I stare at these things and I'm doing all the car shit. Fucking hot.
Hello?
Lose it.
Hello?
Hi.
Go on.
Jeff said he was gonna come up today. Well, he said he was gonna come up yesterday.
Who's that?
Climber.
Where the heck is it? Who is it?
Who's what?
I was trying to think who I had insurance through. It's Geico.
Quit thinking. It's gonna kill you one day.
What?
Thinking, man. Quit it.
And another thing, if you want... Who got stuff sitting on my counter? This cheese is going by.
Fuck you, man. You stay away from the shit. You
Yeah, I was gonna set it. Yeah, you can just set it there for a moment. Here's her dongles that came in it. Now, bastard. They're both Logitech brand, which means she's using a mouse and a keyboard that are both Logitech branded.
Okay.
If she wants, she can go ahead and call down here, or you can actually do it. But what you would want to do, you'll download, it's called Logitech Unifying Software. And what you can do is set up the mouse and keyboard to run off one of these, freeing up one of the ports. Not, you know, but sometimes people want to expand.
Yeah.
But, or if she would take and the keyboard quits or the mouse quits and she goes to get a new keyboard or mouse, you don't have to throw one dongle away and figure it out. You can have them both running off one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so.
It's a new discovery.
Or call us sometime when you're there, up there, and we'll go ahead and, let me get the power supply for you. I'll go ahead and set it up like remotely for you and program both of them to one.
So it's saying, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, we're still on the internet, you know.
Oh, sorry.
I try to keep it family friendly.
Sorry.
I know, man.
Well, I wish that guy wouldn't come in swearing like that.
I know. If there's any kids listening, we just offended their ears and they're telling their parents.
Yeah. That's what we did, so. You recording, huh?
Yeah, you come in right during my live stream. So does everybody else. That's alright.
Makes it even better. More live.
Oh, where is this? Come on, Velcro, you're not supposed to go that way. Alright, there you go, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, have a good day.
You too. We'll see. I'll probably be hassling your people later. Alright, open hours. We're back at it for the time being. Will, our Frankenstein build. Hey, there's fresh coffee over here. Dad, if you want to get a cup, it'll, you know, won't go to waste. I put some ants in it. Ants, they look like coffee grounds.
Well, you know what? That just gives it a little bit of freshness.
There's new cups too. Yeah, brand new ones. I mean, I recycle too, bud, but yes. Okay, let's find out. Sorry about that. Long pause. We got 8 gigs of RAM in. We have the hard drive Frankenstein in there. It's all just barely, it's clipped together. We're gonna go ahead and get the power supply, power this up, and see if different RAM will let it act differently while we still have a few moments. And I also have to send some insurance stuff to the wife quick too while we're... Did I not? Alright, it is on. And it is booting.
What's the smoke about?
What? That's a lie, man.
She's smoking now, boys. Well, I'm gonna go deliver this one up to that lady's house,
Yeah?
if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
You go ahead. I just sent my insurance info over. Alright, so computer booted up. We gotta wait till we get to Windows though, if it gets there, to see if it's gonna act normal. And hopefully it is RAM. I hope it...
And this one?
Mm-hmm. I really hope that fixes our slowness issue. That's... Did you just unplug my power? I knew you did.
I didn't know.
I know. I just like messing with you.
Smart ass. Oops, sorry, family.
Shame on you people
Sometimes just can't control myself.
not keeping it family friendly. Shame on you. Alright, so let's see if we can plug into the HDMI port. Also, we're going to have to move it. Did you take the dongles out of that?
Yes, I did.
Where are they? You're lucky.
How can you carry something out that's got 4 feet of line on the end of it? It has another end on it of some type.
I think
It looks good, don't get me wrong.
I think I've said that at least once or in one or two other occasions. Ah, we're coming up to a black screen. There it is, the screen of the laptop. I'm pretty sure I've said that on a couple occasions. So we're still getting a black screen. But whether it's going to be slow or not is a different thing. I think RAM might be part of the issue. Another part, well, who knows?
I'll tell you what, if this printer doesn't get clean, it sure does smell good.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
The reason I tell you to make that mix is because both of them, I guess, that alcohol wash and they can evaporate quicker.
Right. So real quick, we'll just do this. Here are the dongles for the mouse and keyboard we use on computers. We got a bunch of stuff connected up. That way you got stuff hanging, rattling. Kind of like when you go to use the bathroom at a small gas station, how they got the hubcap tied to the key for the bathroom door.
Yeah, man.
It's just so you don't lose it.
Oh, you can't put it in your pocket either.
No. So here we
Walk
go.
around, big old goddamn hubcap on your leg or something.
Right, we're going to cancel speech recognition for right now and see. It seems to be working a lot quicker because it was non-responsive. When I'd click before, it would not even respond. So I would say, I think it's safe to say that RAM was one of the issues. Making it slow. Yeah, we're on the repair, man. RAM was one of the issues.
Okay.
That's all right, man. We'll get it. We'll get it. All right. So RAM would be part of the issue, but this thing has the most finicky trackpad I've ever used on a laptop. Let me show you here. So if you touch it hard, the mouse does not move. You touch it too light, it doesn't move. It actually has a sense. It's pretty horrible with how it works. I don't know if there's a better driver, but I'm going to go with it. We're going to attempt to do the cleanup with a different sticker rammed in that's working. That's all the time I have for today though. It is Friday. We just rolled over to February. It may be a fairly busy night. It may not. I don't know. I probably won't get back to this weekend. Podcast on Sunday. If you don't watch that, tune in and check it out. Antisocial Experience, where Tim, Aaron, and myself are on there talking about who knows what. Usually gaming, current events, current this, current that. Sometimes I make bad jokes. I think I've made one good joke in the little over a year I've been doing it. But we'll have fun with that then. Sunday, around 2, maybe 3 p.m. Check in at 2. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Not a solution, not yet. We got 3 machines out of here today and a printer leaving later. That's on him. Stop back Sunday. I will see you then, people.